up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX. J-Way. I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless. I'm gone. Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck. Give me that. To the trends. See a lead, be the band.
It's B. Foster and June on Bleachers to Speakers, a Detroit Lions podcast.
Welcome to Bleachers to Speakers. I'm your host, June. I got my boy B. Foster. Before we get into this Bleachers to Speakers show, I want you all to make sure that you are subscribed to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube and you're following us on all the aggregators. That's anywhere you can listen to a podcast. You can find us from an audio standpoint. Just type in Bleachers to Speakers, FFSN in your search, and you'll find us as anywhere you can listen to a podcast. You don't have to watch us. And even if you're on the road, you're working out, you just want to listen to us, you can find us there, or you can just simply subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube. Foster, this is not a glitch in your system. We're doing back-to-back shows. If you're watching, if you're listening, we're talking Lions, Bleachers and Speakers. It's been a lot of transactions that I haven't been able to discuss on air with Foster. We've been talking, though. But there's a lot of things we haven't discussed together. Foster has been on with the NFC North on Wednesdays. And they discuss stuff, so make sure you're tuned into that as well. Just because I'm not here, Foster's been working. Foster still, he's going to exhibition Tigers games, scouting, and he's going to Tigers games, and he's reporting on the Tigers. He's reporting on the Pistons. He got clips up on YouTube of the Pistons. He's still doing the Lion stuff. Me, I've been kind of like slacking because of the job, but hey, we're here today. And today's big topic is pick 17. There's been so many scenarios, Foster. So many scenarios. They always talk trade up, trade down around this time. I've never seen the Lions trade down, like ever. And I don't think they're going to trade down. At 17, you don't trade down. I just don't think so. I think at that point, when you have some needs, you take the best player available at those needs. But the crazy thing about it, what makes this so difficult to actually get a gauge on what they're going to do, is all of the transactions. The Lions have made a bunch of transactions, not big splashes and this big sexy names that you want the Lions to get, but as far as activity, free agency wise, Brad Holmes has been busy, Foster. And he signed someone just as what's today? Friday? He signed someone Wednesday, right?
Chuck
was Maddox? Maddox?
Oh, Tommy Maddox, or Avante.
Yeah.
Resign.
Yeah. So they've been the Lions have been busy. Brad Holmes has been busy. So yeah. Do you have any sense of direction the Lions go through this draft, Foster, at 17?
I think it's going to be the best offensive lineman available. Whoever is the best tackle available. I think that's who we're going to go after, whether that's Caden Proctor, the Ione out of Penn State. There's a couple of different guys, but the hot name right now is Caden Proctor. They said that they are in love with the upside that he brings at the tackle position. So,
MSU Detroit fan is in the building. I want you to tell me what they're doing at 17. I want to hear your take on it. I don't know, Foster. Me personally, I don't know. I think you don't go wrong with a left tackle, Caden Proctor. I think you don't. There have been, talks of, the left tackles go off the board fast, but the right tackles don't. And there was talks of you can move Penei Sewell to left guard, his original position, and draft a right tackle. Me, I don't mess with that. I know he's good, but switching him back and forth when you can get a natural left tackle and he's already at right tackle, you got your bookmarks for forever.
Well, he played left tackle in college.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is what made him a number 3 pick to begin with. They just didn't move Decker. Obviously, Decker was already there.
Yeah. MSU Detroit fans, since 17, we go anywhere online. Brad Holmes has had the tendency not to draft a rush in. It's outside of Aiden Hutchinson. I think, but that was a gimme. You had to draft Aiden. You had to draft Hutch at number 2. You got lucky. He should have been the number 1 pick.
Clearly.
If you go back to who was picked before him, was it Walker?
Trayvon
For the Jag? The numbers don't compare. Clearly, your number 1 pick should have been Aiden Hutch, and he fell into the Detroit Lions' lap. Native person from the area. He went to school in Dearborn. Best defensive end in the draft. You had to take him if he fell in your lap at number 2, and that's what happened. Traditionally, the Lions do not draft an early defensive end. Brad Holmes has not put a premium on a second defensive end. He's been getting people who can, like bargain basement type people be on the other side of Hutch. And he's also said, the fans want another defensive end. He's been stressing that. The fans want that. That's what the fans want. Now, he didn't say that's not what I wanted, but he stressed that's what the fans want. So I don't think they go defensive end. I think I honestly think they go O-line. And if Proctor's there with the way they've been talking, I think they go Proctor. But there's at 17, you'll have your choice of a couple of tackles if Proctor is gone before that. Have you been paying attention to him, Foster?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big guy. I mean, that guy is 6'7". And I think that the biggest concern has been his weight. That's kind of fluctuated for him. But, he was an All-American last year. He's very able-bodied in pass and, pass pro as well as run blocking. But, yeah, I think that he's more of an upside pick than a right away guy, which is a luxury that we may be able to work with because we do have Larry Borom who can play early on, but yeah, I mean he's been the hot name as of late.
Yeah, for sure. There's a tackle from, I want to say, there's a few tackles. I've seen one from Arizona State that people are high on. I've seen one from Indiana that they're high on. It's a couple of them. I think it was BYU, maybe somewhere.
I know there's a guy from Utah. Maybe that's what you're thinking.
It was Utah.
Yes. Right. Yeah, Spencer Fano. Yeah, I actually wrote him down. Yeah, he's he had 0 sacks and 0 QB hits last year, which is crazy. 0 QB hits. Yeah, so that's I think there's gonna be some. The tricky part, and it's what I talked about on Wednesday, is that at 17, you're not going to get the best available player at any position. You're not going to get the best safety. You're not going to get the best linebacker. You're not going to get the best tackle. You're going to get a good player, but you're not going to get and just because they're labeled the best guy doesn't make them the actual best guy.
Right.
So I acknowledge that, but you're just outside of the threshold of getting the guy at their position. So it's kind of a tricky position to be in, but because I think if we were a little higher, you could be rest assured that we could get the best edge rusher. But once again, it's going to be that next tier of guy, even at the edge rusher position.
Yeah, for sure. At 17, yeah, for sure. For sure. You're not going to get the cream of the crop there, but you might as well, I don't want to say that, but at 17, as far as rush ends, if you can pick at the top of the second round, you can get one just almost as good,
Top of the second round.
Very top. Very top.
We'll be in the middle, of course. But I did have a question about what's the guy's name? Derek Martin?
I'm out of the loop. Who's Derek Martin?
I think he played edge for Michigan. Is his name Derek?
No. Derek Moore.
Moore. See how much I know. Derek Moore.
He'll be available latter, second round, third round.
Okay. So what are your thoughts? Because I have seen mocks of him going to Detroit. Now, I don't know how realistic or if they were just going with the homer guy, but
I don't know if you noticed, but whenever they do these mock drafts, they put a lot of Michigan State, Michigan people towards Detroit.
Yeah.
They never get picked.
And they never get picked up.
Never get picked. Like the tight end Marlon Klein has been on everybody's mock draft for Michigan, and I don't see it happening. And it's of course fourth and fifth and sixth round type, but it never happens. It rarely happens. So, I think he would be a good, solid defensive end. But what Detroit likes to do is they want defensive ends not only that just pass, that rush the passer. They need run stoppers, setting the edge. You have to do it all in this defense. You can't just rush the passer. We had plenty of opportunity to just get a defensive end that specializes in getting to the quarterback, but the Lions refuse to go that route. They want someone that's going to play and do more. You know what I'm saying? That's why Houston didn't last long.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. If you can't set the edge, they not. That's why Pascal, they like Pascal so much. He couldn't really rush the passer for nothing, but
you wasn't getting around that edge on any runs
at all. They held on him forever.
Yeah, as long as they could. And he played. They kept him a whole season without him playing a snap.
Didn't touch the practice field.
Just hoping he'd be able to play. Just saying, hey, maybe he can play. Just maybe. But I have to agree with MSU Detroit fan and yourself. I've seen stranger things, but I think the Lions go offensive line. And I don't think they go interior offensive line because of the pickups they have and who they already have. I think you definitely go tackle, without a doubt. Now, I don't think they go corner, which is another position where we question, especially with the scandal coming up with Terrion Arnold, his name floating around, and then losing Robinson. I don't think you go safety because, the injuries to Branch and Kirby, because of the people you picked up in free agency.
Right.
You do expect Branch to come back, and you basically you want somebody to hold the fort down until he gets back. So I don't think they draft a future safety. And I still think they have hopes for Kirby to be back at some point, if not at some point this season, maybe next. And from my reports that I've been reading, it's not a career-ending injury.
He seems to be I hate to make an assessment off of social media, but he seems to be pretty mobile and out and about. And it was at opening day. Like, I feel like if he was really injured, he would be more tucked off, but I don't know.
there's an issue, Foster, that I noticed. He hasn't had surgery. He's not had one single surgery.
Right. He never had surgery.
And I think one of the things is they're thinking if he has some kind of surgery that it could hinder him later. That whatever surgery it is to repair it could, take away from it, but they said it could heal naturally. So I think the biggest thing is them waiting for it to heal naturally. And that's what I've heard. And that's what it looks like. It's just weird. Like usually something happens to somebody, they have a knee injury, they go in, they scope it, and then, let the healing processes be where it is and they rehab it. But this one is different. He hasn't had any surgeries.
Which could technically hurt him. I mean, because if you just go, if you make that decision in week 8 when he initially gets hurt,
it's gonna be fucked up.
Huh?
It's fucked up if you wait that.
No. Week 8, at least week 8. No. I'm talking about week 8 of last year.
I'm talking about this year. Okay, last year. Yeah. By now,
right? And there's no questions asked. He's good to go. But because we tried to hold on to,
what are we doing?
Out.
Get the surgery, bro. I don't know I really can't say that.
And it makes you wonder whose call that is.
I would think it would be Kirby's.
Which makes sense because he's like, oh no, I can come back. I want to come back. I want to make the playoff push, and
Well, you can't make nobody have surgery that don't want to have it.
Right. Yeah. No, you can't. You can't.
I don't care what sport you're in. I don't care. No, you're not gonna do this to me. And if I don't agree with it, I'm not gonna get it done.
It's tricky because there's money on the floor. We got big money. He just got paid.
And that could be part of the problem. Just got paid. I got hurt on the job. You still have to pay me.
Yeah, but either way, you get, even if you're sitting, you get paid. Even if you got a sit down and rehab, you're still getting the money. So, like, I don't know, Foster.
I'm really stumped at this point.
I haven't heard a lot about Laporta either. That's kind of it may be nothing, but
that was my next one. But I want to take a quick break before we talk about Laporta. I'm glad you said that. So if you're watching, give us about 20 seconds. If you're listening, you're going to hear some wonderful ads.
It's B. Foster and June on Bleachers to Speakers, a Detroit Lions podcast.
Sam Laporta. Now, what's difficult about this is a back injury. Foster, you hurt your back before?
Irv one time, bench pressing, but nothing crazy.
I'm telling you, if you hurt your back, nothing else is any good. You can't do nothing with a bad back. It hurts to walk with a bad back.
and you see it, it's like, damn. Wow.
The pop is not the same. You see them favoring a bad back when you're walking. So this is a difficult one to gauge. When your back is bad, they don't instantly do surgery because that's serious right there. So they try to let it heal. You hear about people getting back spasms and having issues with their back, and sometimes it's just your back needs rest. So hopefully, and they haven't talked about signing them, re-signing them, and this, that, and other, which is kind of scary to me.
Dan Campbell let it be known that Branch, especially due to the Kirby Joseph situation where they signed him and he probably was hurt even then, that they're going to monitor the Branch and Laporta situation very closely. Due to that.
He didn't bring the money.
Right. And they signed Tyler Conklin. Now, Tyler Conklin is he wasn't even a starter last year with San Diego, But with us, still having Brock Wright, who was a serviceable tight end in his own right, that just goes to show. You see how many safeties we brought in the offseason, which is obvious. So for us to go out and get go out and sign a serviceable tight end who can play, that either lets me know something about Brock Wright or lets me know something about Sam Laporta, or that insurance. I'm sure Tyler Conklin, he's from Michigan or he went to Central, one of the two. He definitely went to Central, so I'm sure he took a hometown discount. But yeah, that speaks. That kind of, sometimes moves like that speak volumes.
I think it was insurance, Foster. I think it was insurance, just in case you have somebody outside of Brock Wright, because I don't think the confidence is there as far as healing for Sam Laporta right away, because he would have been re-signed by now. But they're
extended, you said?
Yeah, he would have been extended. You mentioned that Kirby and he signed and was hurt, so to speak. And they're going to approach this one like, okay, this ain't happening again. Like, we got to find out what's going on first. And I think that's, and I think that's fair. I think it's more than fair. If I'm a league owner or a GM, I'd want to know, if this person is going to be able to play, if I'm going to offer them an extension and bigger money. The best ability is availability. So, I don't know, man. I mean, with picking up Conklin, do you still consider picking up a tight end in the latter rounds of the draft?
It's possible, but I think that, because we do have 9 of them, so there could very well be a tight end out there that we have our eyes on. But I would have thought that over signing a Conklin, that's what it would have been more likely, I think.
Yeah. So 17, we picked it. We're thinking offensive tackle at 17. We've seen stranger things though, so we're not going to expect what we think is going to happen. We're going to wait and see, because remember, we was live last year when we watched Talik Williams get drafted.
Yeah, we were doing
He was the last person.
He really was.
Like we had a bunch. I had a bunch of names written down, like this is what they're gonna do with this pick, and Tyreek Williams was not one. But I understood the pick because Aleem McNeil was going to be out for a while at that point.
Right. So it really actually made more sense.
It made sense after the fact to me.
Yeah.
But looking at where do the Lions draft in the second round? We don't have a third round pick. So this second round pick has to be good. Has to be. We don't have a third round pick.
It's the fifth. It's the 50th.
50th overall pick.
Yeah. Which is what? It's halfway again, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's near the end of because I think it's 29 teams. 28 teams. So
30.
It's 30. I don't know. Anyway, it's somewhere in mid to late. What direction do you think they go there? That's tricky. Given they go offensive tackle. We're going to say they're going to go offensive tackle first round. Where do you go second round? Because I know where I would like to go.
I think edge or corner. I think if there's a corner out there that they like, they don't hesitate to go out and get them, especially with the uncertainty of not only not only Terrion Arnold, but also Ennis Registraw. We brought in a bunch of we brought in a handful of veteran veteran corners, but we don't have any corners that can develop.
I'm on to say my opinion, and it's totally different from what you just said.
What's that?
I think I would like to see the Lions get an outside linebacker that can run side to side.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of thought that's what you might say.
I would love to see another linebacker to go along with Jack Campbell that can make plays at that linebacker spot. You just lost Anzalone.
Right.
And you're going to need a linebacker that can run and can hit. What's the guy they just signed though?
They signed the guy from the Cowboys.
Was it Damone? What's the name?
Damone Turner. No.
You know
Clark.
Damone Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that gives you some insurance. But if you can get a very good rookie linebacker, I think that would be ideal for that second round pick. Not mad at corner or edge though, at all. But what's his name? Wanham, right?
Yeah.
He's getting $6 million, bro. That's starting money.
Yeah. I mean, right now he's our when you look at the depth chart, that he's the starting opposite Hutch. And he's a guy that can stand. I like the fact that he can stand up and play linebacker too. He had an interception last year. I want to say a couple of the guys have connections to what's our defensive coordinator?
What's that? I don't even know his freaking name, bro. The Arizona dude. Arizona guy?
No, our defensive coordinator.
Oh, Shep.
Yeah, Shepard. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Because one of them it went to LSU. Who went to LSU? I think that was Clark.
Shep.
Oh yeah.
Well, Clark went to I think he went to LSU. He was a big time player at LSU. Not a big time player, but he was a very good player, linebacker at LSU.
Right. So he obviously has connections as far as them both going there. And then I want to say Wanham, his parents grew up with Shepard or something.
Oh.
It was a couple of them that we signed that had direct correlation to Shepard, for what it's worth. No, okay, so he's born in Georgia. I don't know what it was. But anyways.
Well, a lot of people from Georgia go to LSU when they're good.
Well, yeah.
SEC territory.
Right. But anyways, yeah, Wanham still gotta, because I want to say he's had some injury issues. I know Clark has. He had some back issues.
Yeah.
Speaking of backs.
Back. That's a tricky injury, bro.
Wanham played 16 last year and started 15.
Yeah. He's serviceable as far as he's dependable, but he's getting $6 million a year. He's not gonna sit anybody's bench.
Right.
That's your opposite starting defensive end. And I do think you get and I know I'm going against what I said, but there's a guy from Michigan that plays linebacker, Barham, number 1. He's that active linebacker you could use. And he can play he can rush the passer, and he can drop in coverage, and he can support the run. I would like to see an active linebacker where you can sometimes put his hand in the dirt, or he can, those are hard to find though. That sounds good. But you don't find these linebackers nowadays that can do it all. So it would be nice to find a playmaking linebacker. Now, do you think the Lions address anything offensively during the draft? I think they're all set, though.
Outside of offense, outside of line, you're saying?
Outside of the offensive line. I'm talking about skill positions. I don't think
I
think
don't see running back.
They're set in the backfield.
We're strong for deep at receiver. You got J-Mo Brown, you got Tesla, and then you got Greg Dortch, and then you got the guy that you drafted last year from Georgia too. Levette, yeah. So maybe you go. Nah, you already got the big tall guy. So yeah, maybe tight end, like you said. A developmental quarterback.
That would be nice.
If you look at the pro day, if you look at the workout guys, they have been keeping an eye. They've been keeping an eye on the quarterbacks, because we all know Teddy is, serviceable, that guy, but he's not along for the long front. And in golf, you got to have a contingency plan for golf.
Yeah. I think at some point you have to start developing a quarterback, because, getting kind of long in the tooth there, golf.
Kinda.
I mean, you still got a few years left, but, you gotta, the Lions, one thing that they have done is they've drafted, they've went free agency with the future in mind. That's why they don't go out and spend a bunch of money on free agents. They get what they need to get through, and then they lock in the players that they plan to keep, their core players, which is something I admire. You had to pay Gibbs. You had to pay J-Mo. You know what I'm saying? You had to pay Kirby. You had to play Goff at one point. You had to play St. Brown. So it kept you from going out and spending, because you had to keep these players intact. You had to keep Sewell. So I kind of like what they're doing. It sucks during free agency period, because you're sitting there watching all these teams spend all this big money on the players, and it makes it look like you're not doing anything. But the Lions were the most active team in free agency.
Yeah, I think that we are reaping the benefits of the fact that people know what they're going to get coming to Detroit, as far as it's going to be a winning team. You got a good coaching staff, so you can get a lot of veteran guys that want to win, and have a guy that's going to and have a coach that you're going to want to run through a wall to play for. Of course, the big name guys, they want the paper regardless. The Lindenbaum, the Ravens center, went to the Raiders and said, "Just show me the money. I ain't mad at him."
But that was a lot of money, bro,
for a center, man. So not to say center is not important, but
it's a lot of money, though.
It's a lot of money. So yeah, we were active, and these are vets. I think that we have set a nice floor for ourselves with the guys that we got. It's just a matter of developing some guys to push our ceiling higher. Because we brought Rock Yassin back, we brought back Avonte Maddox. Yeah, we brought back a lot of guys that proved that they could be solid, but they're not elite players. We can be real with that. So,
I like Maddox, the pickup of Maddox. We did need a safety help, and he was here last year, and he knows the system. We just gotta hold on for our starters to get back.
Pretty much, which is an unsettling feeling, because it's like holding on. It's like, I feel like that's what we did last year, holding on till Kirby came back, and
yeah.
Who else got hurt last year? I don't even remember. Obviously, Branch got hurt.
Sam Laporta.
Oh yeah, Sam got hurt. Yeah.
Kirby. That's it.
Obviously, Lopez. I mean, not Lopez. Davenport was hurt a lot.
Do we count Davenport?
Yeah, right. Not I keep saying Lopez. DJ Reed was hurt for a while.
Reader is going to Baltimore. It looks like.
Oh, Reed.
DJ Reed got hurt for a few days.
Yeah, but is that what is the Reader? Is that official?
It's not official yet, but he took a physical for them, and he's looking to go there.
They always in the.
It was either them or Philly.
Yeah. I mean, those were the two teams that we worried about. Zadarius going to.
Yeah, they always get all the defensive linemen. They get them fast. Let's see. What is Lil Prime, bro? Hey man, why did I put this guy's stuff up, man? Why do I should have looked at the comment before. What up, Prime? I should have looked at the comment before
with that long ass Facebook name. I mean YouTube name.
Yeah, damn, I'm finna feel sad for y'all again. You wasn't sad for me the other day.
Oh, well, right. I was about to say,
you wasn't sad for me on Monday night, brother. Mr. Arizona, you picked Arizona to win. Yeah.
Mr. Just Opposite Michigan.
I don't know, man. He has a disdain for Michigan, man. Michigan's teams, man.
Teams,
Don't like the Tigers, don't like Pistons. But the teams, let's see. But the Lions.
That's valid.
I hate this dude. Oh, I hate Prime, bro. Hey, Foss, you got to tune in, man, when we or be on the panel, man, when we do this TikTok stuff.
There's a panel?
Well, I can't say what we're doing live here, but we got some stuff going on with I-96. I got some stuff going on with I-96. I'm gonna be on the turntables, like a versus type stuff. I guess I can't say it because it's not too many, but we're gonna do some versus type stuff. You know how we do the verses in the chat?
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna take it to TikTok. Have some fun with it. So my dog June went 48 years and ain't seen a championship yet. I'm finna go get recruited. Got you, bro. Actually, it was 37. Let's not get it twisted. It was 37 years. Still a long time. Pay had the nerve to say, you waited 37 years for a championship. He's still waiting. It's 41 years and the Bears ain't won nothing else. Shut up. They be killing me with that, man. And so it takes a while sometimes, man. And time goes fast. Do you know the Pistons won their championship in 2004? That's 22 years ago. It don't seem like it was that long, but it's been a long time.
Well, when I think about where I was in 2004, 2020,
where were you?
I was in high school.
You was in high school?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And I know that was a long time ago.
Wow. Yeah, that would seem like a long time ago for you. When did you get to Western?
2008.
2008. Okay. He was there the whole 4 years.
I mean, I stayed in Kalamazoo after, but
I'm talking about, was you in school?
That I was in school, for about 4 years. Yeah.
What made you leave Kalamazoo? Just
couldn't find a job. Tried to move to Grand Rapids. Tried to push in on Prime's stomping grounds, but I couldn't find a job.
Okay.
Didn't really want to move home though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, Tim said he's been waiting 50 years for a Super Bowl. Hey, Tim, I'm gonna tell you what. I was watching. I remember being a young.
They went to a Super Bowl just recently, though. At least.
But I was a young buck, and I picked Cincinnati to beat the 49ers when Ken Anderson was the quarterback. I was a big Kenny Anderson fan. He was the quarterback for the Bengals was a big fan of his. He said Super Bowl win. He's been waiting 50 years for a Super Bowl win. But I remember that championship versus the 49ers, Joe Montana. And, of course, 49ers won. I was sick. Lil Prime asks, you went to Western? Was you there when my cousin J.R. Wallace played basketball with Chris Kanan?
You talking about Chris Kaman? That was Central.
That was Central, bro.
If he's talking about Chris Kaman.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not that old, Chris Kaman. That was...
What are you trying to say, Paul?
I don't know. I'm Prime the same age.
Oh boy, we got off on a tangent, man.
You don't know how disrespectful getting Central and Western mixed up.
Yeah, that's real. I'm sitting here laughing. I'm an Eastern grad, so it's like, yeah,
right.
I'm glad I'm not in that mix. So yeah, they don't play that. Don't mix Western with Central. Don't do that.
Oil and water.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all had your boy though at Western, no. The crazy dude.
What, Louis Delmas?
No.
Oh, Antonio. No. Antonio Brown went to Central.
That was Central, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown went to Central.
He was actually Louis Delmas played against. They were there at the same time, or you know what I mean. Louis Delmas was at Western at the same time that Brown was at Central, so they played against each other. And Brown killed us.
Brian just got on here to troll us, bro. Watch Cade choke this year too. Oh my gosh!
People don't say that on this channel. I'm not used to seeing this type of negativity, man.
I'm about to get him booted, man. I'm about to block Prime. Foster, we can go ahead and put a bow on this, man. I know you got things to do. I know the weather should be clearing up.
Yeah, it's
Who do the Tigers play tonight?
The Marlins.
The Marlins. Are the Marlins any good so far?
So far, I think they I feel like everybody's kind of mediocre. Nobody's really dominating right now, but no, right now the Tigers are playing the worst baseball in the major leagues as far as I'm concerned. So it really don't matter about the op right now. We got to get our act together.
Right.
You like the Tigers though. Oh, thanks.
We don't want you to like the Tigers, Prime. Get the hell on. So Lions, Tigers play tonight. Pistons play tonight. Play Charlotte tonight, 7:00. And is it in? It's not in Detroit, is it?
No, we played our last Detroit game. Last game in Detroit on Wednesday.
I was about to say it was gonna be lit down there today if they
right.
both played.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was cool to see Duran's speech or whatever, basically letting it be known, that got a lot of work to do. We ain't done by any means. So,
well, we got the weather breaking next week, starting Sunday. It'll be a couple of days in the 70s. I think Tuesday supposed to get close to 80. It's gonna be a little bit of rain, but
of course, all the days that it's warm and rains. I don't understand why that happens, but
it happens. But weather's about to break. We about to get outside. Foster, I want you to have a great evening at the Tigers game. But you can go ahead and put a bow on this so we can get out of here, though.
Yeah, man, we got the draft coming up. I think that as far as the big signings, that's pretty much. Well, we never had a big signing really outside of maybe Isaiah Pacheco, maybe, but yeah, it's full speed ahead to the draft. So we'll see what we got going on. But of course, we'll be covering everything as it happens.
Okay, well, make sure. What happened to that card, sweet Foster? Oh,
yeah, we almost had it. Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Make sure make sure, if you haven't done anything, to make sure you subscribe to Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube and follow us on the aggregators for your audio fix. For your audio fix, anywhere you can listen to a podcast, you can find me in B Foster. Just type in Bleachers and Speakers, FFSN, in your search. Follow us. Make sure that alert bell is on, so when we drop content, you'll get an alert. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channels. That's Bleachers and Speakers on YouTube. That is Corner to Copa on YouTube, and that is Midwest Ciphers. Prime, we got to get you on Midwest Ciphers, bro. We Zeke already went there and represented I-96 very well, so make sure we got to get the rest of the gang on there. I-96, shout out to Dwayne Cheatham, shout out to I-96, Flint Battle Rap, Michigan Battle Rap, Detroit Battle Rap, all that good stuff. And Foster, we're gonna get out of here, man. Enjoy your Friday. Make sure y'all subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube.
It's B. Foster and June on Bleachers to Speakers, a Detroit Lions podcast.
Get your lick back. If a nigga gon' do something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga gon' do something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick